316 Kayak Adventures is our latest project, a brand new kayak fishing charter in Panama City, Florida. You might have been seeing me do a lot of kayak fishing on these $5,000, $10,000 kayaks, absolutely ripping away at some monster fish consistently. And that's because we've been working on this project. Now, 316 is my best bud and mentor's new kayak fishing charter company that I'm directly involved with. And I'm going to tell you today why you need to book with us, why it's hands down way better than any other kayak fishing charter you're going to get in the greater Panama City Beach area. And hey, maybe this is going to be a much better and cheaper alternative to your every year vacation offshore fishing trip, because you've probably done those a few times and they're great, but this is so much fun. Nothing beats fighting a 42-inch redfish 50 foot down in a freaking kayak. All right, anyway, so Sean Johnston, the owner and founder of 316 Kayak Adventures, he named it 316 after his favorite Bible verse, in which I will read to you right now. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, so that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. All right, now that we got the intro out of the way, let me tell you why this kayak fishing charter is so special. We're going to get into prices, we're going to get into all the amenities, and I just hope you enjoy a lot of this footage that I have pulled from my YouTube channel. And if you would like to see the official 316 Kayak channel that I run and operate, you can hit the link in the description. I highly recommend you subscribe because we do give away a lot of secrets. We have tutorials telling you exactly how we operate the charter, how we launch, where we launch, how we catch these fish, tours of the vessels, all that good stuff. So we're not hiding it, baby. You could go check it out if you really want to, which I highly recommend. Anyway, if you're interested in booking, you can click the link in my description. All right, so first let's start with the vessels and what separates us from everybody else, because there are some kayak fishing charters, and but let me tell you about these vessels. So all the kayaks in the fleet are the same. They're the Old Town Sportsman Autopilot kayak, and that's just a fancy way of saying you ain't gonna pedal, you ain't gonna paddle. These are motor powered. They're powered by iPilot trolling motors, which means that you're not doing this, you're not kicking your feet, you're picking up a remote off your chest and you're steering it. You can adjust the speed, the direction, forward, reverse. You can even spot lock, which basically is a virtual anchor that anchors you in the water using the trolling motor that has a mind of its own, keeping you in this GPS satellite locked position within a 5-foot radius. A lot of mumbo jumbo, but point being is these are some serious kayaks that anybody can use and operate. You know, I'd say even if you can't physically paddle a kayak, you're probably going to want to be able to, because if you're bridge fishing with us, you're going to be pulling up some monsters and you're going to need a little bit of upper body strength. But we've had kids, literal kids, pull up monster 38-inch redfish, so don't worry. Anyway, not only are these, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 kayaks, depending on which vessel you actually get in, but they're all equipped with fish finders. The particular kayak I use, which will be available on the charter, has down and side scans. So you can see the bait 40 foot out, put it on the sabiki, hook it up, drop it down to redfish or snapper that you see on the down scan, and you're hooked up. And we will be doing a full kayak tour breakdown on the 316 channel, but I just want to talk about the prices here a little bit, and keep in mind that everything's included. The only thing you need to show up with is a fishing license. We've got the whistles, the life jackets, the pliers, the bait, the tackle, the drinks, and the snacks. So let's talk a little bit about these prices, and another reason why this is going to be the best kayak fishing charter, hands down. So keep in mind, you get all those fancy kayaks, all the information, the best spot, and we always consistently pull up redfish. We've been taking a lot of friends and family out to do a lot of dry runs over the past few months, and everybody, 100% of the time, has pulled up at least one of their personal best fish of a lifetime every time. Whether you're a complete beginner, we took a pretty experienced angler, but he was a bass fisherman, so this is a whole different world, and he grasped it really quick with Sean's guidance, because he's a phenomenal teacher. He's taught me pretty much everything I know, and he's ripping them left and right. He caught like 10 in 24 hours over 2 half days. It's absolutely nuts. So the prices right now are $200 for a half day. So that's about 4 to 5 hours, and that's per vessel. So $200 for a half day, or $400 for a full day, about 8 to 9. Now, we don't always just do bridge fishing. We can do flats. We can do a little bit of offshore if it's a really perfect day. And really, we're open to anything, because Sean is kind of a master and expertise in all areas of fishing. You know, he doesn't just have kayaks, he's got boats and all sorts of stuff. If you've seen on the channel that Sean and I, we fish every way we possibly can. Anyway, with that price, you get unrivaled kayaks, tech, amenities, including food and drink and all that stuff. Of course, you get the incredible fishing experience of pulling these monsters up, but Sean is also a phenomenal teacher. While you're doing everything, he's going to tell you why you're doing it. What about it? Where are we? Where are the fish? He's going to teach you these things. So that way, when you leave with your picture of your trophy fish, you're going to be able to potentially come back and repeat it with the right equipment. So that's what's super cool, is that he just wants to pass on the information and share this experience with as many people as humanly possible. I do this with him a couple times a week, and if you follow my channel, you follow me on social media, Facebook, whatever, I mean, you're probably sick of seeing these 40+ inch redfish, multiple every single time. I don't even post most of them anymore because it's just so many down there. But the thing is that we'll go under that bridge and we will fish for, we've done it 1,000 times at this point. We're surrounded by $100,000, $50,000, $250,000 boats. We're swamped, especially on the weekends. So many people, but no one's catching anything. Sean's always putting people on fish. That's the super cool part. You almost feel bad after a while if no one else catching nothing. All right, so you might be wondering why I'm so involved. In case you are curious, Sean is in charge of the charter and running the charters. And I basically just do everything else. I do all the marketing, the lead generation, the social media, the YouTube channel, all that sorts of stuff. So that's my involvement, and I have a vested interest in this company. Just a disclaimer, but as you can see, it's hard to argue that this isn't going to be the best, coolest new charter out there. And like I said, I highly recommend you subscribe to the 316 Kayak Adventure YouTube channel, even if you're not in Panama City, just to learn how you can replicate exactly what we do. And, this isn't just unique to this bridge. Of course, there's a bunch of bridges in town. Some are definitely better than others, and you can apply this type of information to bridges near you if you can replicate the type of scenario, right? So it's also a really, really good educational place. We're going to be growing that channel outside of, just charter videos, but we do have video footage of previous charters and people we've taken out, and you can watch them crush it. Anyway, I'm so excited about this. I've had so much fun working on it and making these videos and doing the test runs and figuring it all out. It has been so much fun, and we're both blown away by, kind of how well it's been figured out at this point. If you want to catch some big giant fish for an affordable price with a great guy, hey, I'll even come on it too. I'm sure if you want to fish with me, I'm sure we can make that happen. As long as there's enough room, man, I can be there if you want. So let us put you on some monsters for a great price. First link in my description, or 316kayakfishing.com. Stay tuned. I'm waiting on the drain plug from Sun Dolphin to go in the John boat, and we're going to start a whole new tiny boat series, so stay tuned on this channel for that. But with all that out of the way, I highly encourage you to check out 316 Kayak Adventures. I'll see you in the next kayaking or tiny boat fishing video.